Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. On this opportunity, we are from Group 6. We will present about our material, Pest Control on Grape Plant. Let me introduce our group member. Group 6, there are 5 members on Group 6. First is me, Rizkia Hubba, number student number 136, and then Gagas Candra, student number 138, and then Rizal Zaka, 143, Rumampuk Yunita, 199, and then Joshua Adam Clavo, 190510 from CBSO of Agriculture, Philippines. And the first is description and classification.
So our material is description and classification. First is grape plant are classified into kingdom Plantae, division Tracheophyta, subdivision Spermatophyta, class Macteolepsida, ordo Vitales, family Vitaceae, genus Vitis L, and species Vitis vinifera L. If we describe about grape plants, grapes are plants that grow climbing, which has a special feature, namely that its branches can produce dense fruit. Grapes can be grown and cultivated in cold, subtropical, or tropical regions. The common or European grapevine is a long-stem, woody vine, which produces high-value berries or grapes. The vines can reach length in excess of 30 meters and can live for many years with proper management. The fruit is a berry known as a grape and grows in clusters from the vine. Vitis vinifera is native to the Mediterranean region, Central Europe, and Southwestern Asia, but is cultivated on every continent except Antarctica.
The second topic is pest control on grape plants. The first is Graya caterpillar. The armyworm, which has the Latin name Sporoptera sp, is one of the main pests that often attack grapes. Armyworm attack can cause hollow leaves and inhibit plant growth. In a fatal attack, the vines affected by the armyworm can become stunted and even die because the armyworm lives on the leaves and stems of the plant. Pest control. The way to overcome this can be by spraying region-type insecticide. In addition, don't forget to always keep the garden clean and trim the leaves and tree branches so that the plants are not too dense. Application of insecticide with active ingredients beta-C-flutrin 25 g per liter or proteophos 500 gram per liter. The second is Woollius lice, Dompolan lice, white lice, Pseudococcus sp. Symptom: this lice attack the leaves, petioles, and stem or shoot that are just growing. Early symptoms of the attack: the leaf appear to be slightly wilt, yellow, and eventually die. These mealybugs can also be a factor for viral disease. Pest control. Maintain natural predator of mealybugs. Use special trap for mealybugs. Prune leaf that contain a lot of mealybugs. Use a sprayer or vacuum cleaner. Distilled water of Jeringau, Acorus calamus. Application of insecticide with active ingredient diazinon.
Next is grape leaf folder. The pest that causes grape leaf folder is Organotis pileriana. Organotis pileriana is a metamorphosed beetle pest. It is in the caterpillar phase that causes the grape leaves to fold. If the attack occurs after shoot growth, the caterpillar Organotis pileriana can cause extensive damage to leaves, shoots, and flowers. The rolled leaves are used as a shelter for a larva that will come out to eat other leaves. So what should we do to solve it? We can use biological control with using parasitic webs and flies, ladybugs, and some birds. Or we can use chemical control can be done by spraying products with active ingredients, chloropyrrose, imamectin, indosacarb, or metylphenolactin, with the right schedule and dose. Or it can be prevented by monitoring the garden from early spring, carrying out cultivation steps, including removing stems and branches from dry bark, use of vines, cleaning and thinning of green belts around the garden, with control, seeding nectar plants to support natural predators, and using pheromone trap.
Once again, good evening, everyone. The fourth pest that I will going to discuss is the grape spider mites. So spider mites are member of the Acari which includes about 1,200 species. They generally live in the undersides of leaves and plants. Spider mites are less than 1 mm or 0.04 inches in size and vary in color. Spider mites are known to feed on several hundred species of plant. Spider mites have a simple oval-shaped body and no wings or antennae. Adult mites lives for about 15 days. Lastly, life cycle completed in 10 to 14 days, depending on weather condition. So that is the classification of the grape spider mites. So the question is, how can we control or manage the damages of this pest? So first, clean the plant, spray or use mixture of alcohol and water to remove and kill visible spider mites. Second, spray both sides of leaves well and wipe them out with paper towel. Third, you can use neem oil or insecticidal oil to kill spider mites rather effectively. Lastly, also spray insecticidal soap solution of the spider mites to kill them. So that is the tips on how we control the damages of this pest. So next, we discuss about grape king girdler. So grape king girdler is common in central and eastern United States. Grape king girdler is a small black weevil about 3 mm long. The grape king girdler is black snout beetle. The adult is black beetle about 1/8 inches long, and the female makes hole encircling the cane and lays her eggs in the holes. So again, the question is, how can we control or manage the damages of this pest, which is the grape king girdler? So the first one that we need to do is pruning canes a few inches below the lower girdler area and usual sufficient control for this pest. Pruning should be done before adult emergence in late July and August. The barks, vein, and branches and apply methyl paratone paste. Third, collect damaged bark, leaves, twigs, and stem. Fourth, use a sticky trap on fruits bearing shoots at the length of 5 centimeters. Second to the last, remove loose bark at the time of pruning to prevent egg laying. And then lastly, collect and control damaged plant part.
So is the next is Grapefruit Beetle. The Grapefruit Beetle, Altica sp. Coleoptera chrysomelidae, is a native pest that attack bud of wild and cultivate grapevines. They are approximately 1 or 10 inches long, shiny blue-purple to blue-green, with enlarged hind leg for jumping. Grapefruit beetle overwinter as adult under the soil surface or in
or in wood crevices in and around the crevice. In adult beetles, chewing hole in the side on an end of primary and secondary bud result in failure of fruit development. In the larva stage, this pest attack the grape on the leaves. And the pest control, the first is spraying insecticide on affected plant area, such as on the shoot and leaves of grapevines. You can use yellow sticky trap to trap this insect. And the last is using the beetle natural enemy, Microtonus vittatae. These wasps kill the adult flea beetle. The larva of these wasps develop on the female flea beetle and prevent the beetle from reproducing. Rosever beetle, Macrodactylus subspinosus fabricius, adult emerge at bloom and immediately attack grape blossom and skeletonize leaves, eating all the tissue around leaf veins. They can cause extensive damage to foliage and completely destroy blossom bud and or developing barriers, resulting in reduced grape yield. The pest control of this pest is first is spraying the carbamate insecticide, Sevin, and the pyrethroid insecticide Danitol. Use the yellow trap to trap this beetle, catch this beetle and destroy it, and the last is netting around the vineyard.
Okay, the next is grape trips that caused by Trypanothrips reuteri. Trips in high populations can cause significant scarring on leaves that may lead to leaf necrosis and abscission. Trips cause brown lesions or scars on the leaf surface during summer. Trips may scar very young berries as early as fruit set. Later, the scars can restrict berry growth, producing oddly shaped or scarred berries. Occasionally, large populations of thrips may damage shoots and leaves in spring, particularly when cool conditions restrict plant growth. Life cycle, life cycle of thrips comprises for immature stage, namely first instar and second instar larvae or nymphs, prepupa and pupa. The life cycle is completed in about 15 days. 15 days. Nymphs are similar to adults but are without wings. Adult thrips live for about 10 days. And then the way to control it, first is sanitation is to be maintained for eliminating the sources of thrips infestation. We can keep the garden clean by removing weeds. And then the second is biological control. The green lacewing Chrysoperla carnea is commonly associated predator with insect pests in the vineyards. Spraying of fungal pathogens, namely Verticillium lecani or Beveria bassiana, 5 milliliter or 5 gram per liter helps in reducing thrips population in cold and humid climate, especially when the temperatures are between 20 until 25 derajat Celsius and humidity of above 80%. And the third or the last is chemical control. The chemicals or insecticides should be applied at critical growth stage like new flush, flowering, and berry developing stage. Okay, we think enough for our presentation. So sorry for our mistakes. Thank you. If any question, please put it down on Spada group discussion or WhatsApp group. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.